Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. A great soul never dies. It brings us together again and again are the words of Maya Angelou. Very true. That's why we are all here. I am Rishikesh, welcoming all of you on the 19th day of the Dr. Srimati Rajalakshmi Parthasarathi Memorial Anniversary Tributes at TSBB Vidya Shakti. Memories. Let them fill your mind, warm your heart and lead you through. Mrs. YGP was a person who left behind loving memories in all those whose life she touched. The PSBBians, past and present, love to cherish those wonderful moments through this program.
Vidya Shakti, Medha Shakti, Kalashaya Shakti.
Men may come and men may go, but PSBB will go on forever.
Prayer is the most potent instrument of action, quoted Mahatma Gandhi. Lord Shiva is one of the Trinity gods with Brahma and Vishnu. Today being Monday, which is considered to be the most auspicious day for worship of Lord Shiva, we offer our prayers with a Tevaram composed by Tirunavukkarasar. Tevaram denotes the first 7 volumes of the Tirumurai, the 12-volume collection of Saiva devotional poetry.
Pattanai madishudiya vanavar settanai thiru annamalayanai ittanai gandarpuram moonrayum attanai adiyen marandu ivano mandranai madiyadavan velvime sendranai thiru annamalayanai vendranai vegundarpuram moonrayum kondranai kodiyen marandu ivano.
We have all heard about and visited many temples, the abode of different forms of God. We invite you to listen to a poem written and presented by a devoted student to her favorite temple and deity.
A school is a temple of knowledge where education is worshipped. This is a prayer from a disciple to the goddess of education. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Temple of Learning. A temple is a building devoted to the worship of God, usually built by people. But I know of a temple built brick by brick by the goddess herself. PSBB, a modern Gurukul, one of its kind. Here, holistic education, well-defined, tradition and culture with academics combined. Such a school you will nowhere find. The energy and vigor of our beloved founder, so contagious. The 93-year young woman has left behind a lasting legacy, so glorious. Dancers, musicians and math nerds, scientists, debaters and sports champs, artists craftsmen and orators. This is a place to hone your skills. Yes, this is a place for all. It will make you stand tall. Now is the time to say it out loud, everyone. I am proud to be a PSBBM. Thank you. Just as we seek blessings in the temple, we, the students of PSBB, seek the divine blessings of YGP ma'am.
Reading about the life of people who have influenced others is really motivating. Let's watch how a boy is awed by the contribution of Mrs. YGP, who breathed life into PSBB.
My friend Shyam gave me this book. Mrs. YGP, a class apart, her radiant face, which brims with positivity and determination, just captivates my attention. Alright, let's traverse her life with this book. What a humble start for the school. Now, it has become a colossal structure. A phenomenal achievement. The school has gone global, yet it is deeply rooted in Indian tradition. Her unshaken self-confidence and her total surrender to the Supreme Being is just amazing. Shyam told me that there's going to be a show on her. Let me go and watch it.
The next program, titled The Edifice of Education, will depict the same.
Think of education, it's YGP ma'am, holding the PSBB banner so high. Name all the labs from the top, it's like math, social, science and English lab. Think of education, it's YGP ma'am, holding the PSBB banner so high. Name all the labs from the top, it's like math, social, science and English lab. All this came to existence because of her, only her. Math became so much of fun, science became so interesting. Math became so much of fun, science became so interesting. Education, education, education is our life. 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 Think of education, it's YGP ma'am, holding the PSBB banner so high. Name all the labs from the top, it's like math, social, science and lab. Think of education, it's YGP ma'am, holding the PSBB banner so high. Name all the labs from the top, it's like math, social, science and English lab. A stands for accountability, I stands for integrity, R stands for responsibility, it's all in our
I'm so inspired and energized. If you wish to remain unfazed amidst odds and handle problems with grit, I tell you, follow this Iron Lady. The title says it all, doesn't it?
Inia Chandrasekhar, a student presently in class 7, was highly appreciated by YGP ma'am for her performance as Lord Krishna in the dance Kalinganartanam. This has motivated her a lot and she wishes to offer a dance as a tribute to her revered ma'am. In this performance, she presents Sri Shankaracharya's Ardhanarishwara Stotram. Ardhanarishwara is a god referred to as half Shiva and half Parvati. The first scene shows a brief comparison between Shiva and Parvati. It then moves forward to explain how Parvati has golden anklets and dances gracefully, whereas Shiva has snakes as his anklets and does his Tandavam. Even though they have such diverse differences, they are still one.
Namah Shivaya Namah Om Namah Shivaya Tacham Takacham Takacham Dhinginatum 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 Tacham Takacham Takitacham Dhinginatum 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 Tacham Takacham Takitacham Tadindarikidatum 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 Kidatakadarikidatum 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 Chalat Kwanat Kankana Nupuraye Amba Chalat Kwanat Kankana Nupuraye Padabja Rajata Bhani Nupuraya Nadara Dina dinda ta takadina tam dinda ta takida takida dina dinda ta takadina tam dinda ta takida takida dina dinda ta takadina tam dinda ta takida takida dina dinda ta takadina tam dinda ta takida takida dina dinda ta takadina tam dinda ta takida takida dina dinda ta takadina tam takadina takadina takadina
It is hard to forget someone who gave you so much to remember. The family of PSBB extends beyond the boundaries and shores of India, and the members would like to share what has impacted them the most about their alma mater and guru. Today we have Mr. Kapil Kumar, Chairman and Managing Director of Kapil Group's 1977 batch of Nungambakam branch, Mr. Vijay Siva, Carnatic musician, batch of 1984 from Nungambakam branch, and the Padma Seshadri sisters, Roshni and Randini, leading Carnatic music artists from the batches of 1997 and 1999 respectively from the KK Nagar branch, expressing their thoughts and happy memories of PSBB and YGP ma'am.
Hi Kunal, hi Karan. I was in the 77 batch, which was supposed to be the very closest batch to Mrs. YGP, because we have spent a lot of good time with her. But I would like to tell something which nobody would have mentioned, that she had a good taste for good jewelry and good saris, and always well dressed wherever she goes. And she used to admire in other people also. Like when Pallavi used to come with me, she used to ask where you got this jewelry from, about the sari and all that. That's one thing which was noteworthy. And the other thing is she had an awesome memory power. Because I'm the only parent, by the way, who had 5 children studying in the school at the same time. And she remembered the names of everybody. Like after they all passed out, and when I went to meet her, she said, how are they? By each one's name she asked. I think it's really a great thing for her to remember the names.
Yeah, that's really great. In fact, I was from the 2000 batch, and I have some really good memories of her. In fact, I remember one time where she used to push us a lot for cultural activities and sports activities, and I'm very glad that it was not always only about studies. It was also about culturals and sports and PSBB, and she was always in the forefront, pushing kids to do all these activities also other than studies also. I really miss her for that fact. She's quite upfront and upbeat about all these things.
I was from the 2016 batch. Oh, that means 3 generations in one family. 77, 2000 and 2016. Yeah, that's great.
But I wasn't lucky enough to have an interaction like how you guys had interacted with YGP ma'am. But I remember only one incident where I had interaction with her when I used to be a prankster in school. I used to call up all the teachers in my school with my friends and prank call them. And then YGP ma'am got to know that I was prank calling all of my teachers, and she called up my dad and she's like, your son is prank calling all the teachers, tell him to behave and everything. So then I called up YGP ma'am and I told her I'm sorry that I was a prankster.
We always refer to Mrs. YGP as a very dynamic person. True, she was very dynamic. But what does dynamism mean? Dynamism means updating and upgrading. Update, upgrade. If you do both this, you are dynamic. And she did this throughout her life. She was always alert, updated with what is happening around her, what is happening in the world, what are the things that are improving. And she was very quick in upgrading herself, whether it's the school or herself. She was quick to bring in all those good changes into the school and into herself. And that is why she is referred to as a dynamic woman. All of us need to learn this from her. There are many good qualities that Mrs. YGP had. But what stood out was her dynamism. As we grow older, as we face new challenges in the world, we will always look up to Mrs. YGP for guidance, even she is not with us now, because she taught us a lesson by being the change. She was the change that she wanted to see, and thereby she sent us a very good lesson to be dynamic.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am Roshni. I am Randini. We are popularly known as the Padma Seshadri sisters. Our association with Dr. Mrs. YGP ma'am is a very long and cherished one. She has played a pivotal role in shaping our musical careers and our lives. We still remember the day when she came for a debut performance in the year 1990 and gave us all her blessings and support to learn in this art form and perform. Later in the year 1993, when both of us got our first prizes in the competition conducted for Saint Tyagaraja's Aradhana, she named us the Padma Seshadri sisters, and there has been no looking back from then on. It was Dr. Mrs. YGP who pushed us to explore singing for dance, namely Bharatanatyam, and thereby kickstarting a brilliant career for both of us. We are so proud to be the PSBBNs, and she has played a major role in shaping our musical career and both our lives. We would look forward to seeing Dr. Mrs. YGP at various functions and sabhas to get her blessings, and she continues to remain a perennial source of inspiration to both of us. We thank the committee of PSBB Vidya Shakti for helping us to share our golden memories of Dr. Mrs. YGP ma'am with all of you today.
It is said, surrender with your whole being to God, and then the purpose of your life will be fulfilled and you will attain supreme well-being. Ma'am, you have attained eternal bliss from where you do us bless. We come to the closure of today's program. I hope it captured the essence of the great intellect's life and inspire us to embrace it. Connect at 6 p.m. tomorrow to get glimpses of the adulation the PSBBians give to the great woman, Mrs. Rajalakshmi Parthasarathi. This is Rishikesh bidding goodbye. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Vidya Shakti, Medha Shakti.